Are you a holiday person?
I'm going to say yes, but only really since I've had children.
I don't really like the holidays. Any holidays. I don't really care about any holidays, to be honest with you. Other than the fact that I have it off, I'm not like, yeah, Thanksgiving's coming up. I enjoy the time with my family. I enjoy the time off. But if it was just another day, I'd be completely fine with it, I think.
I think in some weird way what you just said indicates that you do enjoy the holidays.
I guess I don't care about celebrating the holiday specifically.
I mean,
Like, if we didn't have Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving, I wouldn't care. If we went to Subway, I'd be like, okay, cool.
I think it's like, especially at Christmas time, I think it's many find it uncomfortable to give gifts and to get gifts. And I think, like, I could do without the gifting part of the holiday. I would be fine with that.
The only thing that I'm really looking forward to is seeing other people get the gifts that I'm going to give them. I could care less about getting the gifts. There's not actually even anything that I want.
That's not true. There isn't one thing that you want.
There's not one thing that I want to get from somebody else. There's lots of very specific things that I would like to pick out myself, but there's not something that I would want someone else to get me, unless it's exactly the thing that I sent them in an email with a link to get me.
Well, I'm still waiting on it, so.
I sent you a Christmas card. Did you send me a Christmas card?
No, we did not send out Christmas cards this year. Don't worry, it wasn't just you. No one else got them either.
You have an obligation. Once you have a family, if you have children, even if that is a dog, you have an obligation to send people Christmas cards.
To be
It's in
fair,
the Constitution.
I don't even know how yours got to my house because you didn't close the back, did you?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Well, then your wife may have been playing a joke on us because it was completely open by the time we got it.
Maybe somebody else was checking it, seeing if there's money in there, man.
That brings up a good question, actually, that I have for you and everyone else listening to this. So we've been living in my house now for 6 years. We still get, including as of last week, mail for the prior owners.
Does it say their name or does it just say current resident?
No, now mind you, I don't want to sound like I'm hoarding mail here. It's never been anything except either maybe like a Christmas card or junk mail. But in saying that, I am firmly under the belief that by now, if you have not told people or I don't know, Facebook them something, your current address after a half decade of not living in that home, then it's my mail at this point.
It's your mail. Yeah, that's fair game.
Fair,
if you get a Christmas card, if you lived there for 6 years, you can open that Christmas card and look at it. Yeah. You can do whatever. As far as I'm concerned, even if they send a check, that money is yours.
Well, listen, that's a federal. Technically, if I were to I don't open the mail, just FYI, because that's a federal offense. But I definitely would never open a piece of mail like that and see money and keep it, because that's.
Oh, okay. All right, dude. Yeah, people can watch this, but I know what you're really doing.
Yeah, people can track this down, right?
Right. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Pay no attention to me, sir.
Yeah, right. Have you been out with your boys? And this goes to anyone listening that has children. Have you been, let's say, waiting in line for Santa or something, or a reindeer, and one of your children puts them on the spot and goes, "Are you the real Santa? Are you a real elf?" Because that happened to me last weekend.
Oh, how'd you handle it?
I backed away, so we went to see some Santa's reindeers, and the elf, I guess we'll call her an elf, because that's what she was portraying. She was, I mean, you could tell she had done this before, but it made me stop and think that, like, we need to give, we should give these people that are doing this credit. I mean, how many times in a day do they get asked, are you a real elf? Like, are you the real Santa?
Yeah, dude, and you probably struggle to answer it like one or two times, or they tell you when you start working and then you just repeat that answer. I don't think that it's like brain surgery every single time. It's like, this is what they told me to say.
I do.
I'm his representative. Like, it's not like that hard.
I do. Listen, I do. I think it's hard. I think it's a lot harder than we give it credit for, man. I really do. So, much love to all you mall Santas.
Way to back away and not take any responsibility for your own children, by the way.
I mean, what are you supposed to do?
I'm just going to let somebody else handle this.
I mean, listen, man up. Answer the kid's question.
That's where you're supposed to step in. You're the parent. You're putting the responsibility on some, 16-year-old kid.
So somebody brought up a good point to me, once again in an inebriated state, is that and this is more of a discussion than a question, but kind of a question. So I'm going to ask you, if you're talking to someone about holiday movies, Christmas holiday movies, and they were to say, I've never seen this, which movie would you say, that's insane, everyone's seen that movie?
The only one that I can think of I can name a couple, which ironically I have never seen. I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life. I've never watched that. I've never watched any of the Grinch movies, and I've never watched the one with the You'll Shoot Your Eye Out. But I would think those three, Home Alone, and you can make an argument for Die Hard.
So the last two, Home Alone and Die Hard, were kind of what were, like, if you haven't seen either of those, I think eyebrows get raised.
I would say Home Alone probably tops that list. Maybe It's a Wonderful Life for people of an older generation.
I mean, I'm going to, out of those three movies, It's a Wonderful Life would be my pick, just because the message in the movie is fantastic. It's black and, well, there's a colored version, but you have to watch the black and white version. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor and watch it. And then I'd say Die Hard and then Home Alone. I'm not the biggest Home Alone fan. Like, I'm more of a fan of Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern than I am of, like, anyone else in that movie.
Yeah, I don't particularly care for it.
The premise is a little, if you actually think of the premise, it's kind of a fucked up movie.
That's one of those movies that I think that, like, if they did, like, the real version of that movie ends in about 5 seconds. And it ends up with that kid dying and his parents going to jail because of neglecting him.
Right, they break in, they murder him, parents come back, find him. The parents go to jail. They eventually catch the murderers. It's over, right? It's a 10-minute
right. That's
story.
The whole movie. Everybody in the real Home Alone movie, it's a terrible ending of the parents going to jail, him dying, and the other guys, everybody going to jail. Basically.
All right, let's move on here because I just realized these are more topics and questions, which is fine. New Year's Eve network coverage. Can you name me? And that's like the Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. NBC does something. Blah blah blah. Question is, can you name me any of the headliners for any of them?
I have never seen a single one ever, or even thought about it for a second in my life, or paid any attention to it. I could absolutely care less, and have never had any interest in it whatsoever.
But I find it hard to believe in all of your New Year's Eve celebrations, which I've been a part of a couple with you, that you've never seen one of those shows ever.
Never. It boggles my mind that they even do it. Anytime I've ever seen like a promo for it or something like that, I've been like, would they do that? Why?
Third thing, this is completely different than anything I've asked you, the first two here. Okay. You're walking into Home Depot, and you take a look to your right, and there's the hot dog cart. Are you getting a Home Depot hot dog?
No, but I'll go Costco like you wouldn't believe. I'll make a special trip to Costco. Costco has great food. You get a giant sundae for $1.50. It's a
I've
good
actually
deal.
never had their ice cream. Their pizzas are pretty big. Their chicken bakes are fantastic.
I'm not sure what a chicken bake is, but I've had their hot dog, which is a big size hot dog for $1.99. I can feed myself and my 2 sons for $10.
I actually got called out this week by somebody because I don't like to eat in front of people, and I got called out, and it was a little disconcerting, but I went with it. But I don't like to eat in front of people. I don't get how that's weird or obscure.
I don't like to eat in front of people either. I would like to eat like by myself, alone, with no one talking to me or bothering me.
Even my family, and this is going to sound weird, I could eat alone. Like I could make them dinner, sit at the dinner table while they eat, they go to bed, and then I could eat after by myself, and I would prefer that, I think.
That's actually what I do. We sit down for dinner at 6 o'clock, my wife, my 2 kids, and I eat later. I eat at 9 o'clock. I don't eat. I just sit there. No, I'll have a little bit of something and have like a drink, but I don't eat. I'll eat later by myself.
I
want to be left alone.
Yeah, I just leave me alone in my rocking chair with friends on. Like I don't want nothing else. Don't talk to me.
Right. Just let me yell at clouds. I just want to yell at clouds. I agree. I 100% agree. So our top 5 is top 5 things we don't like about Christmas. What's your number 5?
I don't know how this is around the other parts of the world, but here in the Detroit area, we have a radio station that plays Christmas music from basically Thanksgiving until the New Year. And I got to tell you, Christmas music just isn't my jam. I'm going to put that as my number 5.
Okay. I have that higher on the list.
Okay.
I have that higher on the list, but I agree with you. I agree with you. My number 5 is untangling Christmas lights. No matter what you do, and I've got a system, they still end up a mess every time. Untangling, reorganizing, like how the hell did I do that last year?
I'm going to stay mum on that because I have that's higher up on my list.
Okay. It's number 4.
The obligation of going and seeing family. Like, it's like, hey, let's get the family together that you haven't seen since last Christmas and pretend to give a crap about them. And, oh, what have you been up to, Uncle Bobby? Well, blah, blah, blah. And then he talks to you for 20 minutes when you could care less.
I have that also as my number 4 is seeing family. And I think that if you don't talk to a family member more than once a year, you don't have any obligation to talk to them.
Yeah, and it's... Okay. I'm trying to remain calm here because I can get a little heated on this.
Get him fired up. Get him fired up.
And I think people can relate to this. It's just, you don't hear from people ever. And then as soon as December 1st, it's like, well, Aunt Mary's hosting a Christmas party. Okay. Then 3 days later, hey, you coming to Aunt Mary's Christmas party? Like, no, I don't even know where Aunt Mary lives anymore because I don't talk to her.
I mean, I have family members, blood relations, that I probably haven't spoken to in 15 years. And that's fine. That's fine, right? Like, that's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
They don't want to talk to me either, so everything's okay.
All right, my number 3, and this is an old man syndrome choice, but it's basically just not being able to go anywhere, to any store, to any supermarket, anywhere, 2 weeks leading up to Christmas, and then like 3 days after, without just it being completely crazily packed. People are pissed off. There's no patience. So you take somebody like me with parking lot anxiety already and thrust them into this situation, and it's terrible. My nerves are shot for a month.
I mean, I just do it online, dude. It's pretty easy now. Like, I don't even have to leave the house. I don't have to associate with anybody. Maybe you've heard of the World Wide Web. My number 3 is breaking down boxes. I truly despise breaking down any kind of box. I hate it. You got to open the box, cut the box, put the box away. I dread it. I hate breaking down boxes.
I like it. I actually enjoy the challenge of breaking down boxes because you're not only are you getting them out of your house, but it's like, how can I fit these into my recycling bin, like creatively to get the most of them in there?
Oh, it's kind of like Tetris for you.
Yeah, sure. It's a recycling bin Tetris with cardboard boxes.
Now, what do you do? What do you use? Do you use a box cutter, scissors, or do you use a knife? What's your strategy?
Don't use any. I usually peel the tape. Usually peel the tape with my hands, or I don't want to talk about my big forearms, but usually I can just rip one flap open and then the other flap comes up or comes open. I mean, maybe a box cutter if I need it, but no, I just usually use these meat claws.
Meat hooks?
The old meat hooks.
Oh, okay. I use a box cutter. The only one I really have trouble with is those boxes from Costco that are like impossible, that like the Hulk couldn't rip apart. You know which ones I mean? Like the fruit boxes, and you're like, what the hell do I do with this?
Well, because those are the ones where like the edges rip, but then like the integrity of the main part of the cardboard isn't ripping. It's a pain in the ass.
And they're made of like the adamantium version of cardboard, where like, what is this made of? It's like steel cardboard. You can't do anything with it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay.
So my number 2 is basically just everybody. I went from one extreme. I'm going to the next here with my number 2, and that's just everybody being fake happy. Like pretending to care, pretending to be nice, pretending to give cheer. Like, I know you really don't care about me, so don't give me some $7 bottle of wine and act like you really value me as a person.
My number 2 is kind of along those lines, but I hate pretending like I like a gift.
Okay, yeah.
I hate pretending like I enjoyed your gift. It's so awful.
But do you? Will you pretend to at least enjoy the gift, before you throw it away or before that person leaves the room or something?
Yes, and I hate that. I hate that. I think you should just be like, oh, this is nice. I really appreciate it. Can I have the receipt so I can return it and get something I really like?
Yeah, I just don't think I fake emotions very well, so it's like, oh, great, thank you, I love it. My number 1 is anything outside Christmas decoration related. That can be from untangling lights to putting up inflatables to putting up Christmas lights to taking down all this shit. Like, it's all one big pain in the ass, and it's a bunch of reasons. I'll give 3, and then I'll move on so you can talk. 1 is it's always super cold outside when you do it. 2 is the risk is never worth the reward, ever with this bullshit. And 3, you have to take it down, at least where I live. I'm speaking, from living in Metro Detroit. You take it down in January, maybe February, and it's 6 degrees. The ground is frozen. Shit's frozen. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
My number 1 is Christmas songs. I don't care about any Christmas songs or Christmas movies. I don't care about them. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear other people talk about them. I don't care about any Christmas songs or Christmas movies. Don't care at all. Don't enjoy them. Don't like them. Don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I echo all of that. There are some that I do enjoy, but like once, not every hour on the hour. And not one of the main biffs that I have with Christmas songs is the same song has been done by 50 people. And like the one person that I like singing it, they never play.
Anytime somebody says to me, like, let's hear Christmas music, I always think, no. I don't want to hear Christmas music on Christmas Day. I don't care. Don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see how I react, coming up with the Christmas Story Marathon, because that used to be something I looked forward to every Christmas. And now I'm like, the movie actually isn't even that good.
That's the thing. None of them are that good. None of the movies are really that good. Maybe a couple. But none of the songs are that good.
No.
Don't care.
No.
Don't care. Don't care. Do you have anything in your honorable mention?
Yeah, yes. Mall Santas. I've never been a fan of waiting an hour or 2 hours in line for a Santa. I'm sorry. I know that's disheartening, and I know they're hard workers, but like, we can just say, hey, dress me up as Santa, and I'll be Santa.
I don't really care about any Christmas food. I don't particularly find any Christmas food to be that good. So I'm like, okay, it's all right.
I have animal costumes. I have people who dress up their animals for the holidays.
I agree. I don't think that animals should be dressed up. I don't think that they should be dressed up, right?
I don't want to see your fucking greyhound dressed as a reindeer. I don't.